So some of you remember that lesson we had recently with the short chains from the bead cabinet that you remember from primary. And we put them all together so they shared the same center. They were concentric and they made different shapes. The 3 chain made a triangle, the 4 chain made a square, etc. So what I wanted to do was show you what happens with the long chains. It's pretty awesome. So here's my very long chain of 1. Okay. I'm skipping the 2 chain because the 2 chain doesn't make a shape. There's no shape with 2 sides. It would be like an angle. So I'm going to skip to the 3 chain. Now this is the long chain of 3, so I'll set it down. Every set of 3 is going to be 1 side. So this has 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides. And every time I have the large loop, I'm going to turn the corner and make an angle with that. See how that? So the long chain also makes a triangle. Pretty mind-blowing, huh? Let's try 4. The 4 chain, oh, I have to start on an angle to a corner. 4 chain is going to have 4 sides. What's that going to be? Right. Ooh, getting there. As you know, the chains don't like to be messed with too much. Okay, there's my square. Let's go to 5. What's that gonna make? Whew, it's a little tricky now as they get bigger. Let's see. I'll put it down here for you. Okay, it's gonna run off my little black mat, which is really the checkerboard. I just turned it around. Ooh, fuzz. Blood trash. Okay. 5 and 5, and here's my loop. Loop. If there are any primary teachers watching this, I'm sorry for what I'm doing to your chain, but in the elementary we think this is awesome. Now, what did I do there? Oh, whoops, only 5 bars, okay. There, it's getting closer. And then if it looks weird, if it looks too round, you pull it out, pull out your loops, your angles. Look how big that pentagon is. I'm gonna do one last one. Ooh. Oh boy. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to make a hexagon. Almost there. Okay, well now we have to adjust because I went way too far out, didn't I? Okay, pull the corners. When you get to the larger chains, you start to need a partner, and that's why I'm gonna stop here after I get the 6 chain right. Oh, we're getting close, getting very close. Because when you start pulling the corners, you kind of need one person holding your corners still so you can get it right. You see how that, now it looks like a hexagon, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna do the 7, 8, 9, and 10 chains. It would be really neat if I knew how to do one of those like fast forward videos, but I don't know how. So I'm just gonna stop it here, and then after I have that, I will turn it back, okay? Take a look at that. All of the long chains. It's huge. And I want you to know I am totally out of breath. That was a lot of work with one person, and I realized I've never done that without children helping me. Usually we have children on every corner holding the chain. I do not recommend doing this by yourself, but it was great exercise. If you look really closely, I found something so funny. When I got to the 8 chain, the brown one, right here,
It is supposed to be an octagon with 8 sides. But guess what ours has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sides. Our 8 chain has 9 sides. And now I know where our lost short chain of 8 was all year. We must have attached it to the long chain. So I decided to leave it for now because it's funny and mystery solved, and I'll fix it before we come back to school. So you may be wondering, what can I do with this? That's a neat pattern, but what do I do, Dale? At first, enjoy. But second, if you wanted to, if you had string, you could measure out string. For instance, if you want a long chain of 3, just make it easy. Do like 3 inches for one side. So you'd go 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches. So your string would be 9 inches long, just like 3 squared is 9. So if 4 squared is 16, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you could do it that way. Sorry, the chains aren't set up that way, aren't they? So for 4, do 16 inches. And then 5, do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 inches, like that. And then you could make this, which would be pretty neat. Or maybe it would just inspire you with sidewalk chalk or something to draw something like a labyrinth, just shapes within shapes. Just have fun with it. Thank you.